Coach Clifford. We will get started with Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Cliff, without looking at the film, what did you see as the biggest issues tonight?
Well, I mean, the first quarter was obviously the biggest problem. And to me, it was, our transition defense again. They had us on our heels the whole first 7-8 minutes. We had stretches of the game where we got it down to a workable margin. And then again, floor balance. I just told the guys, the offensive rebounding thing is helping our offense, but we don't play with nearly the discipline we need to do both right now. And it's, we've always been a good defensive transition team because we haven't we're worried about second chance points. We need the points and we need to be able to do both. So we've got to become more committed in that area.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Steve, to what degree did the offensive struggles bleed into defense, the defensive problems, and not just with transition points given up?
Well, I mean, we didn't have great energy, I would say, at either end of the floor, and we're a team, we have a good team, a good enough team to have a good season, but we need everybody every night. Okay. There's not a lot of room for error, and we can't have, 5 guys play well and 4 guys not, or 6 and 3 or whatever. And that's not easy, but that's just the way it is.
Alex Fleming.
Hi, Coach. Each and every one of the starters were in double figures, and you were right on the offensive boards. They had 17 offensive rebounds. Buddy Hield, 7 of 12 from the three-point line. Many things to go by, but what issue do you think was the biggest issue that probably needs to be fixed or at least addressed?
I would say that the two things is the energy effort points, which is, it's basically fast breaks and seconds, which have always been big strengths here for the last 2 years. And to this point this year, they have not been, and we have to fix that.
Dan Savage.
Cliff, in training camp, you talked about how the team would be more committed to the offensive glass and the second chance points. When you say it wasn't there, is that an effort thing in terms of discipline, or is that just some of the rotations that have to take place afterwards?
It's really a decision making thing. Like where the ball is shot, you read it. If you have a good chance to get it, go get it. And if you don't, just sprint back, especially against a team like them. So tonight, the game plan was, err on the side of getting back, which obviously we didn't do. And I don't know how many fast break points they had, but what they did is they had us on our heels. We never were able to get our defense set, for long periods within the game. And that's where, they got open threes. We had breakdowns and pick and roll coverages. Yeah, I mean, it's a problem, and we're not going to get away from it. We need to do it better is what we need to do. We need the points.
Dan, go ahead.
Yeah, Cliff, I was going to say, one of the bright spots you'd look at and you'd see Cam with the number of offensive rebounds he had, how tough is that balance? Because obviously that provided some offense for you tonight.
We've had 2 of the games we've won this year. We had 7 second chance points in fourth quarters. So again, I mean, we need points and we should be able to do both. So that's a decision making, again, being committed to something, understanding how important it is.
Final questions for Coach. Okay, thank you.